Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Steve from Rockstar Eater, and in this episode, I'm going to be talking about how much does it cost to live in Los Angeles in the year 2024. LA is one of the biggest and most popular cities in the US, and it's no secret, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys know that it is pretty expensive to live in Los Angeles. So if you're thinking or planning on moving to Los Angeles, you might be asking, how much do I need to live in LA? I've been here in LA for many years, so of course I would be the person to help you with this topic. So stick all the way to the end of this video so that you can get the breakdown, a very realistic breakdown of how much it would cost to live in LA. And if you're new to this channel, please do subscribe because I release these food and travel videos weekly that none of you guys should want to miss out on. So go ahead, do that right now, and let's get started with this topic. Very exciting. First off, to start off, I want to let you know that it's different for everybody moving to Los Angeles because it really depends on your circumstance. For example, are you coming in as a single person or with a family? And also, are you more of a luxurious type of person or are you more of a frugal type of person? And then also, depending on what neighborhood you move to, because there's so many different neighborhoods in LA, are you going to go for a neighborhood that's more expensive or something that's more affordable? So all of these you have to take into consideration when moving to Los Angeles. But I will give you an example of somebody like me who is single, who has a one-bedroom apartment, so that you can kind of get an idea of how much this whole thing would cost. And I do want to encourage you to drop that comment in the comment section so that I can hear your stories of where you live, what city, how much it costs, just so that I can compare LA to other cities in the US. That should be very interesting to learn. Alright, so first off the bat, I'm going to use my help sheet right here. If you want to get an apartment, a one-bedroom apartment in LA, this is really different depending on where you move to. But you can actually get a pretty affordable apartment at $2,000, like a single bedroom apartment. It's not one of those newer, fancier apartments. So it's a little bit more on the older side, but you can definitely get an apartment here in LA for about $2,000, even in the very nice areas. So yes, apartment cost is definitely going to be, one of the biggest things you have to take into consideration. And then with your apartment, I'm assuming you're going to have like internet, right? Because everybody has internet these days. So internet costs about $85 a person or per household. This could change to $90 very soon because it looks like internet cost just goes up like every year. And then the power bill for your household, this also can fluctuate depending on the season because, of course, during the winter time, you're going to use a lot of that power in order to heat up the house. But I would say about $75, for a single person in an apartment, kind of like around that range. Expect to spend that much. And also, everybody needs car insurance when they're driving in California and in LA. And there's ways that you can save on your car insurance. And, there's certain car insurance that's more expensive than others. But I would say probably about $150 should be about the car insurance cost. But then with your car, you're also going to spend gas, of course. So gas is really depending on how much you drive. Maybe you have a high commuter job or maybe you work out of home. But expect to spend probably about like $100 a month on gas. Maybe $150 if you drive a lot. But then you're also going to have to pay for your car insurance or car registration, which is yearly, one time, probably about $200. And then you're also going to need a cell phone, because who doesn't have a cell phone, right? Now, this isn't exclusive to Los Angeles, but hey, it factors into the cost, right? Now, cell phone plans can be pretty expensive, but then again, you can be like me and you can save and go with something that's pretty cheap. Now, if you guys are looking for something that's very affordable, I use a company called Mint Mobile, which charges only like $15 a month for 5 gigabytes of data, which is really awesome. So if you guys want to know more about that, go into the video description link so that you can use the referral code and help me out in this area. But yeah, here's one way that you can save is by having a cheap cell phone plan. And then also, you're going to need your groceries. Groceries, it really depends on what you eat at the market. So I'm assuming an everyday person gets like, some meats, cereal, fruits, veggies, things like that. So here in LA, I would say it will probably cost about $400 a person. Yeah, so if you're kind of like a moderate eater, something like that, about $400. And then you're gonna need your oil changes for your car. I mean, there's a lot more that goes into car maintenance, but for sure you need to get your yearly oil changes, which costs between $70 to $100. Oh yeah, so definitely gotta take care of your car when you're commuting here in LA. And also you have to factor in laundry because you're gonna have to do laundry once a week. So that, I would say, if you are using like the coin laundry, putting the coins in, I would say maybe about like $10 to $15 a month. And of course, you also need your toiletry, which is everything from toothpaste to toilet paper. You know, you just need to use these things in order to live day by day, right? So this probably should factor about average $20 to $25 a month for all this stuff. And then also you need health insurance. So this is something that is, of course, required, not just in LA, but pretty much everywhere. So health insurance, I would say, you know, this also depends on how old you are and what your health condition is, but I would say expect to pay at least $200 or $250. Yeah, so if your job does not provide you with health insurance, which I hope they do, you're gonna have to end up paying for health insurance. So yeah, expect to spend a few $100 on that. So what I did so far is to list the things that you absolutely need in order to survive in your life. So I didn't include things like buying clothing, going to the movies, going out to eat at restaurants, which is what you do with your disposable income. Oh yeah, so as you can see, this is all adding up already for just bare necessities of life. So if my calculations are correct, it comes out to be about $3,250 per month just to survive. So if you times that by 12, in 1 year, you're paying about $39,000, close to $40,000 just to survive out here in Los Angeles. So what does that mean for you guys? Well, that pretty much means that in order for you to realistically live in LA, just to survive, you're gonna need to have a job, whether you're an employee or whether you own a business. You have to generate at least $60,000 in order just to get by. And I'm not talking about having disposable income once again for having those play times like going out for a drink, shopping for your favorite clothing, going to the movies, you know, buying all these, whatever it is that makes your life enjoyable. This is just to survive. And you have to remember that with your income, you're going to have to pay state and federal income tax. So that's definitely going to knock a chunk off of your pay every month. So in order for you to live comfortably in Los Angeles, not luxuriously, but comfortably, I would say you need to make a salary of at least $80,000 so that you can put some money away for like your retirement, you know, in your IRA, whatever it is that you're trying to save it for. Disposable income for clothing, for dining out, things like that. And the thing is, I'm just talking about a single person unit. What if you moved to Los Angeles and you came with a family? You have your wife, you have 2 or 3 kids. Of course, you're gonna have to add some more dollars, especially to the food and to the housing area. So as you can see, living in Los Angeles is not pretty cheap. I don't know if it's the most expensive city in the US to live in, but it's definitely not the cheapest city to live in. Now, I don't know why exactly it is that LA is so expensive. You know, I'm not here to comment on things like inflation or the politics of the whole situation. I'm just pretty much telling it the way it is. So, I hope that this helps you if you are thinking of coming out to LA so that you can count the cost. Because if you move out here, and you're trying to live on a minimum wage job, you're simply not going to make it. So you need a very good game plan on coming out here. Have a job ready or have some sort of business ready where you're gonna make at least $60,000, $65,000 to get by. Preferably make $80,000 to $100,000 so that you can live fairly comfortably. So yes, if you're planning to come out to LA, good luck to you, and I hope that 2024 works out for you and that this video is of some help to you.